Johnny Depp was born in 1963 and was named after his father, John Christopher Depp. Yes, Johnny Depp's real name is John, and he has two names, John Christopher. How does Christopher Depp sound to you? Naturally, Depp changed his name for the public. For some reason, he decided that John Depp didn't sound as striking as Johnny Depp. While many celebrities shorten their names, Depp on the contrary added to his. Although his passport says John, he is known as Johnny. Johnny Depp is already 60 years old, and for some, he's considered a grandpa. Even in the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie, he wasn't that young, he was 40 years old. Let me remind you, the first Pirates movie came out in 2003, 21 years ago. I like that he remains just as fun in real life, even though he has his flaws, just like the rest of us. He was born in the U.S. and was the youngest child in a family of 4. His older brother, Daniel Depp, is already 70 years old, and is a writer. He also has 2 sisters, one is Christy, whose name is similar to his middle name Christopher, and the other is Debbie Depp, who bears a strong resemblance to her famous brother. Johnny Depp's childhood was difficult. His father struggled with alcoholism, and was aggressive toward his wife and children. Young Johnny often witnessed family conflicts. However, he didn't feel sympathy for his mother, as she was also strict and unpredictable. Feeling unwanted, Johnny often ran away from home, and his absence frequently went unnoticed. The only adult he could share his feelings with was his grandfather, Orrin Depp. They spent a lot of time together, walking through fields and collecting tobacco. Orrin was Johnny's best friend. His grandfather's sudden death was a significant blow to the young boy. Frequent relocations also negatively impacted his childhood. The family moved constantly, and by the age of 10, they had relocated around 20 times. This meant Johnny had no stable friends or a familiar environment. When his father was offered a job in Florida, the family moved again, further separating Johnny from the place where his grandfather was buried. At the age of 12, he began rebelling against his parents, which they did not appreciate. He started smoking and spent more time away from home. At 15, his parents divorced. Despite his strained relationship with them, Johnny didn't want them to separate and, along with his siblings, tried to help them reconcile. However, their efforts were unsuccessful, which became yet another emotional blow for him. After his parents' divorce, Johnny decided to leave home for good. Using his last bit of money, he and a friend rented a trailer. To make a living, he dedicated himself to learning the guitar and began performing with local music bands. Although the earnings were small, they were enough to cover basic needs. By the age of 17, he was playing in a relatively popular band called The Kids. They performed at small concerts and parties, earning just enough to get by. At 20, Johnny married Lori Ann Allison, the sister of the band's vocalist. She was a makeup artist and a few years older than him. However, the marriage didn't last long. Financial struggles and tension within the band led to their divorce after 3 years. Afterward, Johnny had to find new ways to make ends meet. He took jobs in construction and sold office supplies to support himself. During this time, his ex-wife introduced him to actor Nicolas Cage. Cage saw potential in Johnny and encouraged him to try acting. Following this advice, Depp began attending auditions. In 1984, he landed his first small role in the film A Nightmare on Elm Street. He caught people's attention, and this marked the beginning of his acting career. Although he didn't become a star right away, new opportunities gradually started coming his way. The real breakthrough came in 1990 when Tim Burton cast him in the lead role of Edward Scissorhands. This role brought him worldwide fame and showcased his talent for transformation. For the role, Johnny lost 11 kilograms and studied silent films extensively to better capture his character's essence. Following the film's success, he began receiving numerous offers, but chose his roles carefully, prioritizing interesting and complex characters over commercial projects. He appeared in films such as Arizona Dream, What's Eating Gilbert Grape, and Ed Wood. In his personal life, Johnny Depp had relationships with several well-known women, including actress Winona Ryder and model Kate Moss. In 1998, he met French singer and actress Vanessa Paradis. They were together for 14 years and had 2 children. Despite challenges and scandals surrounding his personal life, Johnny Depp remains one of the most sought-after and talented actors of his generation. His ability to transform into diverse characters and his penchant for unconventional roles make him a unique figure in the film industry.